It's not a rocket science.
Okay.
In the days of Awolowo and Co., there were farm settlements that were functioning very well. I can say that because during my own training, I partook part of my training. I did part of my training in some of these farm settlements at Odeda. Odeda was devoted fully to livestock. Odeda farm settlement. No, Pasture. Yes, even Odeda here. Eweje. Fashola, you know, if you have ever been at Fashola, Fashola is a fantastic place. You will just be wondering what did these people think before they established this place in the 50s. Several thousands of hectares of land devoted to livestock farming. So if we have that created all over the place, and we have all the facilities that will make somebody to stay comfortably somewhere. So many people want to live in the rural areas, but nobody wants to suffer. I cannot go to a place now, for instance, our youth of nowadays, you have trained them in the university, you want them to go and live in the rural area where they cannot watch television, where they don't have hospital. If they are sick, they cannot go to hospital. Where they have their children, they don't have good schools to put their children in. So everything has to be holistically addressed, so that by the time you are graduating these students, and let me tell you, training from the university, government need to pay attention to it. Because today, you find that even as students, that most of the students we train, they don't believe that they can make a living in agriculture. And that is because the way we train them, they don't see any hope in it. If you Google, I always tell my students, if you Google, you are talking about pasture. If you talk about pasture in Nigeria, somebody will say, we behave as if the worst thing has bedeviled him. Put him in the Department of Pasture, they'll just be telling him, you see, whereas in other countries, this is one of the most lucrative aspects of agriculture.
Probably they need education.
They need education, but the facilities these students will see that will give them hope and say, okay, look, if I graduate and I begin to do this, with this facility I will make money. You cannot be training students these days in the 21st century are we now. Be cutlass and hoe, and they believe that they can make a life from it.
It is well.
Government need to really do the right thing to the University of Agriculture. Universities of Agriculture are not just like conventional universities. Sure. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Prof. Professor Akinloye.
Yes.
Still talking about the holistic approach to gendering this division. We can't but deny the fact that health issues of this livestock are very important, and even individuals, small-scale livestock farmers, are afraid to go into more production because of the challenges they encounter in disease area, and also in the issue of feeds. So what's your solution? Is there a Nigerian or homegrown solution to all these things?
Thank you very much. There is always a solution for every problem. And our major challenges now is not in having ideas on how to solve all our problems, but the way we have to actually implement the solutions that we prefer. Is the major challenges.
What are the homegrown solutions?
The homegrown solution for curtailing diseases is to further educate our livestock farmers. And that is where extension services also come in. Prof has rightly said that yes, all the researches, everything we do in every tower, if they are not stepped down for the farmers to have access to them, they have no use. So we need to be training our farmers continuously, especially the small livestock holders. We need to be training, the continuous training. And then with the establishment of livestock ministry of livestock management now, I'm very, very sure that this problem will be tackled headlong. And to do that, we really need to ensure that we establish a full-blown department under Ministry of Livestock to handle extension services. And once that is done, trainings will be organized, seminars will be organized, and then our people will be better educated. Because average livestock farmer are illiterate. It's what their forefather handed over to them that they still recycle up to today.
What about support programs?
Yes, support programs is part of it. So we also need to harness that as well. We support the farmer, and most farmers, they complain of lack of funding. That after all this training, there is no training that will be conducted. The end result of it will still be that get your farm mechanized. In order to prevent diseases, these are what you have to do. In order to handle deceased animal, these are what you have to do. Everything will boil down on funding.
The veterinary hospitals.
Yes, veterinary hospitals too.
How connected are they to the rural setups?
Yes, as at now, in all sincerity, we don't have adequate veterinary services that will go around all our livestock.
I think that's a challenge for government.
So, yes, so we really need to work very hard on that to ensure that, yes, we have how many faculties of veterinary medicine do we have? We have 14. And altogether, they cannot produce 1,000 or 2,000 graduates.
Thank you so much.
So we need to really work on that.
Thank you so much, Prof. Well, viewers, it is obvious that making this new vision working, there has to be a connection between federal government and all the stakeholders, farmers, herders, small scale, medium scale, experts coming together to bring up ideas and helping to increase production on this livestock farming. Experts in the area of pasture, in the area of veterinary, must come together. There must be support program to the rural people. There must be research, training, and empowerment for all these stakeholders. That is the only way that this ministry can bring about great contribution to the gross domestic product of Nigeria. Until next week, I'd like to say a thank you for having Professor Jimoh Olanite from the FUNAAB. Thank you so much for your great contribution.
Thank you.
You've been wonderful here.
Thank you.
Next time, I hope when we call on you, you'll be here.
Very well.
Professor Bayo Akinloye, you have also done a yeoman's job. We believe that your crop of experts, veterinary experts, will be available to help control all these diseases in Nigeria. Until next week, thank you so much. It is your image. Bye.